morning everyone, it's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess, here to do your What's Cracking for, where are we, Monday the 26th of November. I haven't done up my date board here, so thank you so much for subscribing to my channel, and it's nice to be back. I had a fantastic weekend away, had a couple of country towns, and we had an absolute ball. It's always good to meet new people and read for people. It is my favourite thing to do. Okay, so let's see what's happening for Monday the 26th. Only 4 weeks or something till Christmas now, so okay. Alrighty, so we have a Knight of Wands coming out for your energy for the day. Knight of Wands generally means that somebody could come in with a message. It can represent the fire sign, so Leo, Sagittarius or Aries. He's a man of action. So it generally means something is happening, hearing about something going on. Because it's usually a passionate message, we often identify this with sort of a message about love. The Knight of Wands, of course, has the reputation of being the in and out guy because he's very, very quick as a knight. He's very fast energy. So he can be seen as the person who won't make the commitment, the person who just is in for a bit of a fling. So, okay. Our first card we have out here is the Nine of Cups. So he might be pleased to see this Knight of Wands. The Nine of Cups is the wish card. So some sort of wish coming true here, hearing about something coming true for you, getting news about something that you're very passionate about, that you've been waiting to hear. Okay, and then we have the Hanged Man. So you've actually been waiting quite a long time for this news to come in. Whatever this is that you wanted to hear, you wanted to hear from, you wanted to hear about, it seems to me that you've been taking time out and perhaps sort of trying to, you could have been trying to manifest it, I guess. You could have been just patiently waiting. You could have been working on yourself. The Hanged Man is the card of enlightenment, so you've been taking some time out to see things very differently. In the Rider-Waite Tarot, of course, he has that lovely aura around his neck, or around his head. Or halo, as of course it was called in the biblical days. But you definitely have been taking some time out here from just your life or whatever, waiting for something to happen here. Giving yourself time to enlighten. You've been in a waiting room, basically. Okay, and then we have the Sun. This is a really nice reading, folks, for a Monday morning. So the Sun talks about joy and happiness. It talks about life being, you know, everything you want, everything being at your fingertips. You feel like a child again because, you know, all your worries and troubles are gone. You're on top of the world. It's beautiful. This is really interesting reading, though. Okay, and then we have the Nine of Coins, and this is the card of the single person, of the independent person, the person that has everything, that doesn't really want for anything. They're in a place where they're just comfortable with everything in life. You know, they've reached almost the pinnacle. They're nearly at the 10, but definitely feeling very, very good in your own skin, in your own independence. So this is quite interesting because this sort of talks about, you know, getting to a point where you've done all your healing, and now life is going incredibly well. You've got the sun shining here, you've got joy and happiness, and you're about to be granted a wish now. So maybe you've done all the work that was required of you. You've brought yourself to this place of, you know, balance and equilibrium in the Hanged Man. And now something's about to turn things upside down, I think. Okay, so we have the Five of Wands. So the Five of Wands often talks about conflict, and it can be internal conflict. So sometimes this is about thinking too much, you know, worrying about things, for thoughts going around in your head. It's often the card of, you know, should I, shouldn't I, you know, will I, won't I, that type of thing. Okay, and then we have the Hermit here. So the Hermit too talks about taking time out to go inside to have a really good look at what's going on here. This will be, I might have to do a recap of this reading very shortly though, because it's sort of a little bit higgledy-piggledy at the moment. So the Hermit is a card of, You're taking time out from the world, trying to understand something, trying to look deep inside to shine light on those dark places inside yourself that that remain hidden from your view. Okay, and then we have the King of Wands. Now, the King of Wands, he's the king that's, you know, fiery and passionate. He's the Leo, Sagittarius, Aries person. This feels like an energy at the moment, but it could be a person. So let's just do a quick recap on that. Okay, so we have some message coming in here. I think you've wanted to receive this message, or you've wanted to hear perhaps from a person for a while. Could be that you've been waiting on even a job to come in. The thing is, you're in a really good spot. It looks like you've done whatever you needed to do because you're in your element at the moment. You're, you know, feeling independent. You're feeling sort of like everything in your life is, you know, where it should be, which is fantastic. So definitely taking on this Nine of Pentacles energy. And, you know, with lots of joy and happiness in your life. But there's still some conflict here around you that you're trying to understand. Now, it could be to do with a person, being this King of Wands, but it's more to do, I think, with something that you've got missing in your life because you're going inside with this Hermit. So maybe you've done all the work that needs to be done, but something still sits in your life unfinished here. Okay. And then we have the Three of Swords. Okay, this is sort of making sense now. So I feel like perhaps you've got your whole life in order and everything's great, but there's still this one little overlapping thing. This one thing that you can't come to terms with. Something that was left unfinished. This is unfinished business here. So whether it's unfinished business, I don't know, work, love, whatever, could be family. It feels to me like you've got everything in your life in order, but this one thing just nags at you still, and that's evident in the Five of Wands. This one thing that just keeps eating away at you, and it's like you've got everything in order and you're feeling fantastic, but this one thing just still sits there. We call it unfinished business. So you've got some unfinished business here, and it is really still bothering you because you've got everything else in your life in order, but this one thing still keeps coming back. And then we have the card of Temperance. So the universe is calling for you to keep balanced in this situation. So even though you have this one thing that's just left outstanding that you want to close off, it's almost like, you know, when you have everything, all your washing done, and you just come across one extra thing and you think, well, I didn't get to wash that, and that's really annoying. Now I've got one thing that I haven't washed. Like that really annoying thing. And the universe is saying to you now, you know, you just have to either put this thing behind you and just forget about it because it's caused you some sort of aggravation, pain or hurt. And the universe is saying you can't sort of carry this thing with you forever. You have to let this last thing go because you're in this great place. You've done all this healing and you're looking fantastic, and you just have one thing standing out now, and you're protecting yourself against this here. So the Nine of Wands talks about... it's the Wounded Warrior card. So it's the card of feeling like you've been beaten up one too many times. So whatever this thing is that you've still got lagging here, it's very difficult for you to come to terms with. It's just nagging at you still. I think there's a need here for you to take time out, balance that. The universe is saying, you know, you've got this one thing left. Just, you know, go into hermit mode for a little while and just finish healing. You've just got one thing left to heal here. And then you're, you know, already on your way to sunshine and happiness, and you've just got this one last thing. So it looks like the next few days is healing that one last thing. Wow. Okay, that's really sweet. What a sweet reading. So for some of you, a little bit more healing. It's like you've got one more step to go, one more thing to do, one more. Okay, we'll just put an oracle card on this, and can't really add very much to that reading this morning. It's pretty straightforward to me. Oh, okay. So the card that's come out is Coffin, and it says natural endings abound, take care with your health. Natural endings abound, take care with your health. So this is about ending this last bit of pain that you've been suffering, this last leg of the journey, people. One more thing to do to get yourself where you need to be. That's fantastic for all you people are healing. Thanks. Have a fantastic day.